Well, that wasn't good. Um, TCU, man, whipped us today. Whipped us in the series. Beat us in Austin too. I mean, that's a pretty dang good feat. So congrats to the Horned Frogs, and really congratulations for finally getting yourself to this College World Series. It's awesome. Like I said, I'm not a huge. I really don't follow college baseball too much. I do watch the Horns, but other than that, I'm not a don't really follow too much. But Rosenblatt's a special place, and I really wanted the Horns to get a chance to play there once again. They've been there 33 times, but you always want to see your team in it and be there for the last time. And Texas didn't do it because they didn't earn it. Um, Today, this thing turned into a pitcher's duel. And if you told me that before the series started, I think Texas would win because I think Texas is some of the best pitchers in college baseball. Well, Winkler and Perk and the rest of the TCU staff, they ain't too shabby either. Shut us down in game one, 3-1 for TCU. Game two, however, Texas came alive, blew the doors off the Horned Frogs 14-1. Sad thing is, no matter how big you win or how close you win, especially in a series, a loss is one loss, a win is one win. And we tied the series up, and then today, I really had confidence that Texas would pull this out, especially when the game started. We got a couple men on base, got a third. I think I had runners at first and third. Weren't able to get them in. But I was kind of that was more annoying than it was kind of a sign of things to come when I first saw it. I thought, oh well, we can get a feel for this guy, and we'll be all right. We never did get a feel for him, and we didn't get a run in until the ninth inning when we were down 4-0, and it was because of an error on TCU's part. So congrats, Horned Frogs, man! You guys whipped us today, and you whipped us in the series. I hate to see this. This is a great, Texas ranked number 2 in the country. We're favored in this series, favored to go on, and TCU, bringing a lot of that emotion. You saw that emotion from TCU in this series that they brought, from last year because Texas knocked them out last year in the Super Regional here in Austin, and you could definitely tell that, usually after the first, second inning, when one of the pitchers for TCU would get out of a jam, they'd pump their fist, they'd go, run to the dugout, get pumped for their team. This meant a lot to them. I thought it meant a lot for both teams, but TCU did have the emotional edge I felt in this series. So congrats to them. And I really do. I think not just because they beat Texas, though that's a big feat to beat the Horns this year. Though the Horns did we kind of sputtered there at the end in that Big 12 tournament, but we looked good in the regionals. Didn't lose a game there, but I look for TCU though to really make an impact in the College World Series. Are they going to win it? I don't know. I'm not. I don't watch baseball enough to sit here and tell you who's the favorite or whatever. I know Arizona State's ranked number 1, but I don't know. We'll see. I may not watch much of it because baseball is really one of those sports that I only really watch my teams play. I appreciate the game. I like the game. But I really usually just, football and basketball, I can watch everybody else. Baseball, I usually just stick with the Rangers and the Horns with that. So, really bad sports day for me and Longhorns Nation. We really thought this was going to be a special year for us. We kind of, it's kind of like all the other teams. We look real good. Texas football gets the national championship, loses. Year before that, Texas baseball, national championship, lost. Texas basketball this past year was ranked number 1 at one point, had 18-0. Then we all saw them just completely collapse, and probably barely made the tournament, and then got beat in the first round. This past year our swim team won, but the year before that, when I was covering for the Daily Texan over in Texas A&M, we got beat by Auburn. We were favored to go in, and our volleyball team got beat in the national championship by Penn State. So, Texas. We're competitive in everything, and I'll give us that, but I sure would have liked to get that T-shirt. It'd be nice to get one. Get a real good championship here while I'm going to school. I got one more year here. Finished up my junior year, and we'll head to stand next year. So congrats, TCU. You guys whipped the pants off us, especially on defense. And, it's Texas Longhorns, what we're going to do next year. We usually reload pretty good. Augie's a great coach. Losing a lot of good seniors this year. So, seniors, thanks a lot for what you've done here at Texas. And hopefully the new batch can get us going again. Hook 'em horns, Texas 5. Congrats, TCU. You guys are the better team.